Tonight on It's the Law, the Georgia Supreme Court ruled police officers across the state can't make arrests outside of their jurisdiction. The High Court made the unanimous decision in favor of a Kennesaw State University student who was pulled over for a DUI by a campus police officer off campus in 2013. Let's bring on our legal analyst, Jay Davis. Jay, justices say it's illegal for officers to do this. It seems like there will be a little bit of a slippery slope here because, say, if an officer were, traveling home or, they lived outside of their jurisdiction, but they see someone perhaps driving under the influence, which happened in this case, they can't pull them over anymore.
No, there's no restriction on them pulling them over. The difference is custodial arrest, taking them into custody. Okay. So generally what a police officer can do, there's laws that have allowed police officers pretty wide jurisdiction across the state. Typically a sheriff deputy has arrest power throughout the state. So they've applied this to campus police officers and sometimes to city police and that type of thing. But in this decision says no, you've got a limited jurisdiction. There's still a law that allows you to arrest and give a citation to an illegal act that you view and you have in your presence, or if another officer makes you aware of it and they actually saw it. So it's going to have some limiting. There's still a citation, but the question is, can you take them into custody? So in this case, what the officer should have done was call a local police officer, somebody who has jurisdiction in that area, to make the custodial arrest and not allow sort of rampant enforcement of laws throughout the state.
So basically they can hold a person wherever they are, say if it is a DUI or say if they witness someone smoking marijuana or something like that. They can hold the person there.
Well,
and then they
it gives them a specific arrest authority to basically cite them. So if it's something they believe there's a threat, like if it's a DUI, for example, to put them back on the road would be an unsafe move. So they would probably be allowed, because of the probable cause of what was about to happen, they'd probably be allowed to call and hold them long enough for a local authority, an appropriate jurisdiction authority to arrive.
So what does this mean for police officers now in general?
Well, in general, it doesn't mean anything, because it's really, it sort of begs the question of, why is this campus police officer totally outside the campus? Why is he taking it upon himself to try to arrest somebody? What's the purpose? It sort of gives the ability for somebody just to do it at whim, or to interfere with somebody else if they got a personal vendetta against them or something like that. So there's actually evidence that the correct jurisdiction arrived and were waived off in this case, and that hasn't been explored quite yet.
Interesting. All right, Jay, thanks so much. And as always, we want to hear your legal questions. If you have any, you can email us at itsthelaw@41nbc.com. We'll do our best to answer it during our It's the Law segment each Wednesday right here on the news at 6.